Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down here for this offense. On the run, it's Finn.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receiver in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. A quick juke to get free. Tackle, but forced down.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You've got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
This time it's complete. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, in the completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down.
That's a positive run for this offense, but now it's going to set up fourth and goal in a big decision for this offense. I know it's still the first half. Let's face it, you're this close, maybe it's worth the risk of trying to roll the dice and try to find a way to get that ball into the end zone.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
A quick throw out left, complete. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Completion makes it 2nd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Jukes to get past the man. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Nowhere to run up the middle. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, South Carolina. It was a foot race and he won it. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship. Huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to...
And they heave it deep downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And the quarterback dropping back. Catch made on the right side. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, hit him the ball.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They'll run it to the right side. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the ones that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. The sure hands. It's Smith. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay. But inside, no. You can't have that happen, and it cost them.
Second down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They're set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick catch. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. So with the PAT, they take a 7-point lead, 28-21. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. He mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Throws a bullet to the right. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 50. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the stop, but not.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Touchdown, tied. Still no answer for this offensive machine. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's a 2-touchdown lead, 35-21. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. He's running out of time here. Down he goes. A sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Looking to throw it on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. That's reeled in. It's Smith. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. A short completion to the tight end. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. Let's it fly to the wideout. Gets downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. He finds his man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he makes it, wow, from 55 yards out. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. In the clear at the 25. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
He's escaping the pocket now. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
What is this?
Second down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Looks right for a quick completion. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He hands it off from the gun.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Finn. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Alabama needing this 4th down conversion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pass rush closing in. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3?
Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. First play of the drive, they look to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart with the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made. Room to run here. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner choosing to field this one. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for it, lofting it toward the left sideline. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
On 1st down, it's play action. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Defense is coming after him. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Alabama. And the route is on. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play. Looking to pass here on second down. Throws to the tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And that's interception number 5. Where will this QB get the hook?
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety and...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown continues. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And now the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Important second down play coming up.
3:25.
Takes the handoff again. That run moves the ball to the 16. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now.
42 Spider.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He lets it go. It's caught downfield. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, tied. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Gamecocks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch in this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here
he makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Handoff heading left. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
That's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Finn. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down play coming up.
Get set, get set.
They'll run it here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the 2nd down play. And on the carry, he's heading left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz. That linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Bringing pressure. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.